When I was 13 years old, my mom told me, I'm so excited that you've accepted Christ into your heart. I was just a new, fresh believer. They had just come to know the Lord. And I was so excited. And I said, Mom, we were walking around the block just spending time together. And I said, you know what? Let the devil come test me, because I got this. I will never walk away from God. How many know that when you say that, you're setting yourself up for some things? And those next 8 years of my life were full of darkness. It started out with just me, making the bad decisions. And then at 15 years old, I went through a rape situation on a date rape with a boy. And you know what? I felt like my life was over. I felt like so much shame. I felt like, I might as well. And it's amazing when you share your story, isn't it? It never stops affecting you because of what Jesus has done in your life. And at that age, at 15 years old, when that happened, I thought my life was over. I thought shame became a blanket around my body. Shame became something I walked in, and actually I didn't even get free till much later, even after I came back to the Lord. But you know what? Jesus had a plan for my life that the enemy could never take away. And so those next 8 years, I went through a rape situation, I went through an abortion, I was partying, doing drugs, doing alcohol. But the Spirit of God kept wrapping himself around me in my despair. The Spirit of God is what came in and wrapped himself around me in my pain. The Spirit of God is what came in and wrapped himself around me in my shame. And as I began to get deeper and deeper into darkness, there was a moment where God said to me, if you stay on this road that you're on, it will lead to death. It was an awakening moment. I was in my apartment in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'll never forget it. And in that moment, when God said that to me, I knew that he was taking his cover, he was taking his protection off of me. And that I had to make a decision. I had very praying parents, and I had to make a decision to turn my life over to him. And in that moment, I looked up and I said, Lord, I will be your voice. I will go where you want me to go. I will say what you want me to say. I will do what you want me to do. Just make my life something different than what it is. Take this life that I have messed up, that I've screwed up, that I've thrown away, this shame that's all over me, this darkness, and take it from me today. And I just want to tell you that I praise God. I praise God. And I'm still serving him years later, 30-something years later, still serving Jesus. And I still have that same passion, because when you've walked in that darkness, when you've been in that bondage, when you've had shackles around your feet and you can't walk, and you're laden with shame, and you're laden with just sin, and it's on you, and you get free, you want to praise him. You want to praise him. You want to praise him. So we're going to praise him tonight. We're going to praise him.